And hello everybody and welcome back to Kansas Gaming. Kansas here bringing you some more Space Engineers and a long way to go scenario. Alright guys, last time I was on I left you guys with a choice. Do I keep on trying to turn this thing into a rover or do I create a ship? So I'm going to create a ship because that's what you guys had said that you'd like me to do. In the meantime, I've managed to sort out this little mess here, and to do that I've actually, well, basically what I've had to do was create 100 of every single part that exists. Now, unfortunately some of it does seem to go off the bottom of the page, so we might have to find a place to put in maybe a third one. So it might be that right here, hold on, what am I doing? I'm confusing games because I'm also doing Ark Survival Evolved and doing the Valguero map, so I'm confusing control systems. I'm also trying to get back into 7 Days to Die because you guys also wanted me to do a bit of that. So let's see, construction comms computer. Okay, let's throw that into there, so at least then we can also still see through the window. We'll use the transparent one, as you can hear, because I've taken some components out, it's automatically making new ones. Oh yes, I've also crafted the elite version of all of the character tools, so that's the one with the 3 chevrons. So everything is going to be a heck of a lot quicker for us to be able to make what we need in this exercise. Right, okay. Sorry, that went a little pear-shaped. I'll put TLCD and we'll put a 3 on the end of that. So hopefully, yep, bingo, there we go. There's the third one. So we can see the end of this list. Yeah, I'm sort of good with that. No, actually, superconductors and thrusters, that needs to be changed. Oh, edit text, wrong one. Okay, so we'll change that to 100 of those, 100 of those. Yeah, we'll leave that as it is. There we go. So that should change in a minute to have an A in front of it, behind it, sorry. There we go, A, wait, there we go. So it's going to start making some more of those for us, as you can hear in the background. As you can see, I've finished off the ceiling of this place. You know, it's like quite a nice little compact little bridge. I mean, I like this little automated programmable block in the corner there. I like how it's sort of like nice and cozy as well. And just to make it even a little bit more cozy, I've added in bathroom facilities on the bridge. You know, so yeah, we've got this nice little cozy feel going here. You know, got the aircon there as well, so you know we can see what's going on with that. I mean, I like having this sort of hanging lighting rig. This sort of coming up to sort of meet it. It sort of looks like something you'd actually see in like a science fiction movie now. You know, it's got that sort of vibe to it. So on the outside, you've got this sort of build along the top to sort of give it a bit more of an appearance, so it doesn't look so blocky. Yeah, we can do something with that as we go along. Now, if we're going to turn this into a vehicle, that means we can get rid of this. We can recover some of our resources in the process of doing so. And then figure out where we go from there. So let's drop this off. As you can see, it's dumping everything all in here, not quite nicely. We've got this one here for ingots. There's our hydrogen source. So if we go into control panel, as you can see, it's still working on that. I think I turned this off for now, the fusion reactor. Batteries are fully charged, so we're all good with that. So we need some ice for the hydrogen. We also need it for the oxygen as well. And that is for our ores. Now I'm still thinking of making some sort of drilling arm to go on here to then drill into the whatever surface we land on. So we're going to utilize those. Is it Killer? I think it was. He did the landing gear. It's not Dummy Industries. Here we are, Killer's blocks. We're going to use some of these landing gear so that when we land, we can latch onto the surface so that we are... Okay, thanks for the heads up. So that we're able to then drill into the surface, get what we need, as we would expect. So you can see how much of a difference just having I can't even see where the meteors are coming from, let alone where they're landing. As long as they're not striking our vehicle, I'm cool with that. Okay. So there we go, there's that bit. And then we'll do the same on the other side, and we'll then rinse, repeat the process. I mean, one day I think I will do maybe the Earth easy start. Ah! Doing. And that's probably disappeared, not because it's gone through the surface of the moon, but because of the fact that we're using the Dummy Industries. There you go, you see it, the nanites. Just hadn't rendered it in properly. Okay. We'll get these bigger blocks first because they spawn a lot more resources. There we go, we can do that quite nicely. As you can see, our oxygen tanks are up about half capacity, so at least we ain't going to run out of that anytime soon. But we do need to get some ice for the hydrogen. I've done it again. I get so carried away I forget that with heavy blocks they produce a lot of resources. There we go. There's our will-o'-the-wisp. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that's all going to be taken apart. At least I think it is. I've added it... Whoops. I added in this stairwell so we can get up here to this assembler. I don't understand is why isn't it disassembling any of the excess components? Oops. Because yeah, like here we got 1,379. Sorry, 13,791 even steel plate. It should have disassembled 3,791 of them. Large tubes, we've got 200 out of 100. You know, the list goes on basically. So I'm going to have to look into that, why is not actually disassembling. That means going through all the scripts and the coding. I can do that later. Okay. And I've done it again. There we go. Right. So we're out here. We've got most of this all sorted out now. I think it's time that we start thinking about this drill rig. So let's get 100 of those. I did actually put the one in front of there. You know, for some reason, time to time, it doesn't accept it. I don't know why. Okay. So let's see. We've got that in place. We've got that in place. So that's going to be the extension of our rig. And then we're going to want this to unfurl and then it will drill down. So let's have well, we're going to need pistons, conveyors. We'll grab some rotors in there as well, and the drill heads. There we go. Right, so colour scheme. There we go. Get the correct colour scheme going. Okay, so better stop that. Right, okay, so that didn't work the way I expected. So I think we're going to have to put in like a spacer in here now. Yeah, so I have that. I'm going to need another hinge in here now. So that was just called Destiny Hinge 1. Destiny Hinge 2. And then we will have our piston part there. I have a couple of these to continue our extension. Right. Busy household. Okay, so we've got these two, so even when this folds down, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, so what we'll then do is this. We'll have and then Alright, so we've got those four in place. Right. From there, we want another load of pistons going the other way. is going on here? Right. So we've now got another 4 going up. So basically when this extends down... Actually, no, this isn't right. Hold on. I need to rethink this. Tell you what. No, it's not. No, I've got this wrong. We don't want the pistons. Those are just additional aids. I've got this wrong. Right. We just want the tubes going up so that we can then do the next bit. So I believe I can just get away with that. So the idea is that goes down, then the next set of pistons goes down. But so by this point, this will be around about here, I think. So I think this is going to be a case of experimentation to see how deep we can actually get this. But I think what we intend is for the center of the drill to be around about here. So I think for starters, there's an experiment. We will have the next set of pistons hanging off of here. If this will actually allow me to put the pistons in without doing some goofball thing that it's doing at the moment. Right. Let's offload some of our excess that we've currently got in our inventory. Okay. So that does nicely for there for the moment. Actually, no, we don't want a rotor, do we? We just want this to be fixed. So, do that. Get the drill heads in place. So, how big do we want this? Big enough it's going to make an impact. Talking of impacts, I didn't want those to impact. Okay, so yeah. Mind you, this is experimental. So this might go through several iterations before we find a complete way of doing this. Now, all of this is going to be shaking like crazy at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll go pistons. We'll grab all of this. Right. Okay, and then we'll go pistons, all, share inertia tensors. We'll go hinges, and we'll do the same. Whoa! That's because it's not powered at the moment. I think. No. No, they are raising. I can hear the sound of the motors whirring. Okay. Okay, hinge 2. Yeah, we'll put that at velocity 0.5, and we'll do the same with the other one. We'll change that to 0.5 velocity. So make it as slow as molasses. Okay. Now where's the little thing? Right, so that shows the negative direction. So that is currently at plus 90. So we want the extensions. We want the extension for that one. So hinge 1. We don't want to go any less than 0. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. I believe the same is going to be for this one here. So there's the node. So we want to set the second hinge lower limit to 0. Alright, so let's reverse those. Okay, so hinge 2 is moving. Why is hinge 1 not? Odd. Ah, that's why it's shaking. There we go. That's a lot more fit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, that is not right. So hinge 2, I think I've got this wrong. Hinge 2 needs to stay in place. It's hinge 1 that will lower it into place. think that just should have just been a right angle piece. And I think everything stopped because the sun's gone down. Alright, let's go and recharge our personal batteries. And also... Oh, okay, we can't do that. Oh, okay, I think we're now fully out of hydrogen. Well, good thing is, where are we? We've got an ice mine over here. This should be fun. I haven't tried this yet. Alright. Always come back for the rest. Ooh, let's stand up. Like the real Slim Shady. So, in there. Oh, okay, there is ice in there. It's probably because of the fact that we didn't actually have any bounce straight in the hole. I think that was more luck than design. Okay. Alright, so we've got a nice little mound growing here, so you know, at least we know where we've got ice. Huh? Yeah. Now, it will take a lot of ice to be able to fill that large hydrogen tank. However, it would be worth it in the end. Alright, so that drill rig is almost ready for us to at least alpha test it. But I think at the moment, even though that's 80, I think we're only going to get about 60 deep. So what we'll do is here, we set a drill rest position. And then what we can then do is when it goes down, we can then get an idea of where the top is from there. Oh, look at that. all nice and shiny and new and ready to go. There'll certainly be a whole heap of materials for us. Okay, so let's get the drills. Turn them on. Yikes, I forgot how loud they are. Okay. So we'll call that horizontal. And we'll call this piston 1 up. Oh, okay. Slight design flaw. Piston 2 up. Alright, so piston 1 down. We'll have that at 0.01. We'll have that starting to go down. So this could get quite loud, guys, because obviously I am going to be getting closer and closer to the drill. What did I set that to? Was that 0.1 or 0.01? Yeah. Piston 4. Zero 1. Piston 5. Piston 6. Dwan. What's it? Dune. Okay. Apparently my fingers have gone dyslexic this morning. Fuel low, huh? Okay. Gosh. Gosh golly, Batman. I think I just did 6. Yes. So let's do 7. And then finally, number 8. Again, I can't spell apparently. Probably because I'm rushing. Okay. I've got 2 piston 2s ups. That one there. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, all of these can have it all extending at the same time. Not sure whether that's a good idea or not, but we'll see what happens. And also how far this goes. Alright, back in a minute, guys. Alright. So we're still waiting on this drill going down. So while we're waiting for that to descend, let's see what else what other damage we can do. Okay, so the sun's on the far side of the planet. We've got all of this in place and it's all in line. I do like how that's all just sort of fallen in place. That was quite awesome. Although I am thinking about redesigning our bridge section in the end, so that it also includes everything else around here, so that we can like get access to maybe to like the refinery. Okay. On this side, though, I am thinking simply have a series of catwalks like we did with the Heaven's Gate project. So we're going to need what construction components for this? So there we go. That's that sorted out. And then obviously we are going to need staircase going up. There we are. So while all of that's being welded, we're going to sort out a few other bits. Right, how far down are we? Still descending? At a reasonable pace as well. Alright. Oh. Right, construction components. It says it's assembling 1,000 of them. Oh, I see. We're out of iron. At least I believe we are. Yeah. Oh well. So this drilling project is actually going to work in our favour then. That is still actually quite stable. I mean, I could actually have it probably. Some way of when it comes down this way, maybe have like another piston coming off the side, and then with like a merge block that merges onto something. There we go. Use the vehicle lights. Oh, I think it's starting to eat into the rock face. Yes, it is. Look at that. Which means our refinery... Yes, listen to that go. Look, look. Oh, that is... Look at that. Chewing into the landscape more now. You can see it deforming right before our eyes. Alright, let's go and see how this is doing. Oops. That's doing okay. 17k out of 37k at the moment, so doing alright. Blimey, sudden explosion of sound. Look at that. Pistons are about, I'd say, halfway. Yeah, about halfway. Actually, how is our ore storage doing while we're at it? Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's doing quite well. And look, with 10 times storage, we've got about 2 million litres. So that will probably be about 7 tons worth of stone at least. At a guess. Well, probably more than that, actually, more than about 7,000 tons, but... And look at that. Solid as a rock. Well, actually, even more solid than rock. I mean, that's eating through nicely. No damages. Oh, look at that. That actually worked out much better than I had hoped or planned. .5 meters current extension. So we're getting there. Yeah, plenty of space there. I'll probably have some sort of staircase up to the refinery in the end, but yeah, look at that. 99,000 kilo, and it's still churning away, doing what it needs to do. Production is doing quite well. I mean, look at it whizzing through the numbers on that. I mean, wow. Sorry, I should have warned you guys that I was coming back into earshot. So where are we at now? 6.4 meters per piston, that is, sorry. Now, I think I've figured out where eventually I'm going to move the ore detector, and that's going to be onto this array. And then what I'm going to do there now is I think I'm going to have like some sort of bay doors, either around where this, well, once we've figured out how big this thing is going to be, so that it'll open up, and then this thing will come out and then down, and we'll start drilling through, and then we can have like at the back like some more like thrusters and stuff. I mean, what we probably have to do is we'll have to use the ship itself to dig through the landscape or something, or to be able to get everything we need. Alright, let's check all the pistons. So, piston 1 down is at 9.3 meters. Piston 2 is at 7.4. 7.5 for most of these. Sorry, for all of these. So that one's almost the full extension now. You can imagine if we were to then maybe even sort of like wrap this around again and again, have like a bigger head and all that. I mean, you can imagine how how much damage we could do just drilling in. Okay. Trying to assemble those, but it can't. That's at 10,000. Interior plate. Why hasn't that removed them yet? Some of the girders. Right, so piston 1 has reached its maximum extension. Piston 2 has not yet. Right. Keep checking a lot of our subsystems. Yeah. So I'm going to assume that we haven't even maxed out on the refinery yet. No, but we are getting close to maxing out the refinery. Alright, loud noise coming, guys. Wow, look how deep we are. To think the gold is only on the other side of that wall. I mean, we were in line with quite a lot of the materials, so... I mean, look at that. 78 metres from the drill rest position. $79.4. And we still haven't maxed out yet. Oh, sounds like some of these pistons... Yep, sounds like these pistons have now maxed out. So, yep, that one's maxed out as well. 80 metres. 80 metres, that's pretty deep. That is pretty deep, guys. But I think we could go deeper. If we were to pull that out... maybe bring that out, up, yeah, out, up and around, what was it, something like 2 or 3 pistons worth. Yeah, I think this will work out. Okay, let's get these down pistons going the other way. Alright, there we go. They're all retracting now. Let's turn off all the drills as well. Alright. So that was an 80-metre drill. You know, using the rest point, which was here, going all the way down to the top of the drill, yeah, as reference. We know a lot of these can be a lot deeper than 100 meters. So let's take platinum for example. Let's find a good place to see how far down is the platinum. So even if we were to get probably the best point, we're looking at about 110 meters. So if we can get to, shall we say, 150, then we know we can get to pretty much any material, yeah, anywhere on the map. I mean, like magnesium, for example. Oh, sorry, that's actually a bad example. That's that surface one that hasn't disappeared. All right, we'll take the silver one then, yeah? Oh, again, wrong one. No. Oh, that hurt. All right, that's gold and silver and craters. Cobalt. It gets really hard to try and discern what's what half the time now. But you get the general idea, guys. I mean, yeah, we are looking at sizable amounts of distance down. I mean, yeah, I mean, gold again. That's That's like 80 meters. I mean, we could drill through to the gold, right now with that ship, even in the position it. Yeah, if we could position it just right. But yeah, I think 150 meters. That's going to be our target. I think next episode we're going to try to rebuild this drill array so that we can get deeper into the earth. Alright guys, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time on Kansas Gaming.